City of Elgin received approximately $2.1 million of Neighborhood Stabilization Program funds from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, as part of the Housing and Stabilization Act.
This really is providing stimulus that has a lasting impact.
We look at these projects as a win-win for everybody, because I think not only does it help the neighborhoods in the surrounding areas, but it also helps us as a general contractor, as well as all our subcontractors, have the work in this tough economy.
Once we received the $2.1 million in NSP funds to purchase foreclosed homes, we decided, well, how can we maximize that $2.1 million in terms of benefit to the city? How can we get the best bang for our buck? So the first thing we decided was, rather than take on the whole city, we would focus on select neighborhoods. And we ended up targeting 4 neighborhoods where we had a larger than average number of foreclosed homes.
The city has purchased 11 foreclosed properties in neighborhoods that surround the downtown area. There are core historic neighborhoods, and the city worked with the neighborhood groups to identify those homes. We worked with the Southwest Area Neighborhood, the Northeast Neighborhood Association, the Near West Neighborhood Association, and the Gifford Park Association.
The next thing we looked at would be foreclosed homes that were multi-unit. Homes that started life as a single-family home, but over the years had been converted into apartments. The third criteria we had was we had to look at homes that could fit the HUD guidelines for who the eventual purchasers would be. 25% of the homes have to go to low-income families under the HUD guidelines. So we partnered with Habitat for Humanity, because they are one of the best. They can rehab homes in the most least expensive way and still do a great job. They've demonstrated that in other projects in the city.
The remaining city-owned homes, the 7 homes that we have, 4 are currently being rehabbed. Those are 457 East Chicago Street, 463 East Chicago Street, and 318 South Street, which are being rehabbed by J&B Builders.
We're trying to keep the character of the homes, as well as adding the new energy efficient appliances, furnace, HVAC system as well, which will definitely help the homeowner in the long run with the cost and that of operating the home.
162 Summit Street is being rehabbed by Homework Construction, and the 2 remaining homes at 315 Jewett Street and 212 Franklin Street will be rebid out in the spring once the original homes have been sold, and the profits from the sales will go towards the rehab of the remaining 2 homes.
This house was the blight of the neighborhood. I live right around the corner, so for it to happen so close to my home is great. I feel great about it. We have stabilized this house. We are turning it around from the eyesore of the neighborhood to the best looking house of the neighborhood. It's made me proud to know that we have made this house energy efficient with all new windows, doors. Basically, it's a brand new house. The only thing that stayed intact was the exterior. It makes me proud of the fact that I basically can sit back and look at everything that's been done here and go, wow. Compared to what I had to work with, this is outstanding.
We want people to know what home ownership entails. And so we partnered another partnership with Neighborhood Housing Services, and they offer a new or first-time home buyer classes that prepare people for home ownership.
4 classes for a total of 8 hours each month, in English and in Spanish.
Our role is to help create home buyers for the NSP homes by providing first-time home buyers education and pre-purchase counseling and also lending.
And as part of our partnership, the city will be presenting at the final class for each one of the English and Spanish classes for the prospective homeowners to see if they would be interested in purchasing a home through the NSP program.
The NSP program itself, personally speaking, has done exactly what it's supposed to have done. And it will continue to do so in the future, because you're going to have new homeowners coming in here that is getting a house that will have no needs other than just, furnishing and occupying it, routine maintenance. It has done what it's intended to do because it's putting a house back on the market that was an eyesore in the neighborhood.
But the lasting impact is we leave something to the neighborhood and to the community that's going to be there for a long time. An improved house, an improved block, an improved neighborhood. And that has a real ripple effect. Everybody who lives in a neighborhood where there's been a problem property knows what happens when that problem property goes away and it becomes an asset to the neighborhood rather than a negative. So this is going to have immediate benefits and a lasting benefit.